Hey YouTube, Rideshare Commando here. And I haven't posted a video in a while. There's a reason for it. Besides the lawsuits I've had to file recently. In fact, in 2 days, I'm going to prove perjury against Ron May Towing. So that should be fun. But the reason I haven't been posting videos and any of that, the reason you see me tired, is because I've been waiting to see what Uber will do, and I've been driving my tail off. So when I say what Uber will do, it's not the 180 days of change. We know that's coming. That was their appeasement to us. What I've been waiting on is I've been speaking to a couple of their agents, and all of a sudden radio silence. So, I'm going to, there's a project in the works. And let me tell you this, it's a big, big project. I'm not trying to sound like Donald Trump here, but I'm saying this is huge. I've been working on something for all of you. In fact, T-Mobile, you want my recommendation? Switch. Switch straight over to T-Mobile. I'll tell you why. I was talking to the directors of technology, and what he ended up doing is he says, hey, I've got this thing for your car. It's a hotspot, but it's a little bit more. So we want you to try it out for 6 months. Give us your feedback. I never knew I needed something so much. Alright, so it's an OBD2. That thing they use to scan your computer and that check engine light at AutoZone, it plugs right into that little slot. Every new car has it. Like if you're on Uber and Lyft, then you have it. Okay? But check this out. You plug it in, and then you download the app to your phone, right? Real time, boom. If somebody disturbs your car, it'll give you a notification, wherever you are. And then it's got 22 megabits per second. Alright, check this. Verizon used to be the best, right? I say used to be, because T-Mobile swept it away. They have some of the lowest rates and unlimited data, better network, and faster network. I have Boost Mobile, which is Sprint, and that gets 12 megabits per second. So does Verizon, so do all the others. But T-Mobile gets 22. Now, if you don't know what that is, that's Comcast or Qwest high internet speed. Okay, you have that everywhere that T-Mobile is. That's freaking insane. The reason you haven't heard about it is instead of putting all their money into marketing, what they've done is they put it into infrastructure, which is why they are now the best. And internationally. If you want to travel overseas and whatnot, they have plans for that, and they're cheaper than Verizon or anybody else. And when they say unlimited data, there's no cap. They don't need to. Their infrastructure is solid. So anyway, let me go back to this device, alright? Because this device is freaking killer. So you plug it in, and you see real-time readout. You see how good your gas is your battery good? And it's not just error code 555-C1. No. What it does is it doesn't even give you that. It tells you, okay, you have an exhaust leak in your fuel tank, meaning your fuel cap is off. Cool. I didn't know I ever had a fuel cap. And then it goes on and it tells me about the throttle body. Okay, well thankfully Ford has a little warranty thing to where under 150,000 miles you get your throttle body replaced for free. Cool. Yay me. But it actually read out throttle body actuator blah blah blah, and then it said processor something, and it read out the entire code. So you know exactly what to get if you want to get it on your own and install it on your own. And it gets better. It's better, okay? So it's a hotspot. That means you could sync up your phone to it. You could sync up your passengers. They could come into your car, and you can have a little sign like I do on the back of my passenger seat that says T-Mobile hotspot, password, and then it'll say the name of it, which is T-Mobile Hotspot 13 or something like that. So they can, boom, sign in, which my international riders, they love it. Okay? But I took it a step further. Let me, hold on. Hold that thought. Lord have mercy. By the way, these boxes back here, apparently there is a mandatory fumigation that you must prepare for. Some bullcrap. But look at this. Oh my god! So what I do is, I put Velcro on the back, and I put Velcro on the mount, which goes into the back of the headrest. I got mine from O'Reilly's, and it cost me 19 bucks. Totally worth it. Totally worth it. I made it back in one day. Okay? So I got this little tablet, right? I mount it up, and I put Velcro on the mount to Velcro right here. That way, if somebody ever takes it off, I hear the Velcro rip. And that's my instant signal, whoa, 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 what? Don't do it. So, yeah, this is my anti-theft device. Super cheap. Cost me $1.99 over at Rite Aid or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, they go on here, right? And I've already got Netflix playing. And where do you think the Netflix comes from? That hotspot. So I got my car readout. I've got a mobile hotspot. So if you ever leave your area, this is why I recommend having 2 service plans. I have Sprint, but I have T-Mobile. So if you're ever in an area that has low reception for your main carrier, then yeah, you just cross, your phone should already have the Wi-Fi synced up, so you should just automatically pick up and keep going. So that's why I recommend this T-Mobile hotspot thing. You have no idea how much it's going to help you. It's going to let you know before something happens to your car. Before things start breaking down, it's going to let you know. And it's going to tell you exactly what it is, exactly how AutoZone reads it. Which, by the way, AutoZone isn't as sophisticated. You heard me right. I've seen the computer screen at AutoZone after they read an OBD2. And then I've seen the app, the T-Mobile app for this T-Mobile hotspot. Yes, I'm not kidding. You gotta check it out. Seriously. It's 35 bucks for the device, and then you just pay for whatever plan you want. It's simple. And if you get T-Mobile on T-Mobile, meaning you get the phone and you get the hotspot, you get a deal. And this is what I'm working on for you. I'm working on a discount because you riders need this. Look at this. People, I have Netflix playing when they get in the car, synced up to my car's stereo. Do you know how many people are ridiculously impressed by that? They were I tried this a couple days without the tablet, right? And I just had the T-Mobile hotspot and the little note for it, right? People were still impressed as hell. And to let you know about my car, I have a charger in the little thing right beside, basically where you rest your arm. I have a charger plugged into the socket down there. And it has the old iPhone charger, and it has Droid. And then from my dash, I've got the one powered up to my phone, and then I've got this other super long one that I bought at Fry's Electronics for, I think, $4.99. And that's the new iPhone C. So the USB-C. So I've got 3 chargers for all 3 types of phones that are modern. Then you got that hotspot up there. And just that alone, it earned me $25 in tips in the first day. And I drove for 5 hours, maybe 6. I mean, that's better than I've gotten out here, because people out here are stingy. But the second I put this up there, I get $5 tips left and right. All the time. Because people are super impressed, even if they never use it. And I don't just have Netflix on here. I have YouTube. Hold up. Come on. Don't be a jerk. I need to restart it. But yeah, you've got YouTube. It's not hooked up to my T-Mobile hotspot, so no internet, right? Anyway, but I've got games on here. I've got Rick and Morty game. I've got Cut the Rope. I've got this, it's a shooter, basically based off of the Super Nintendo game Contra. Then I got Pac-Man. Netflix, Spotify, YouTube, and if they want to navigate on their own or if they want me to use their navigation, Waze. I got all of that on here. And this is $50 to a $99 tablet. I can get one of these at Fry's Electronics for probably 60 bucks. 60 to 75. So you spend 60 to 75 bucks, and guess what? You're going to make it back in like 2 to 3 days. And same thing with the hotspot. Not only does it give you your car readout, thorough car readout, and it gives you notifications if there's anything even remotely wrong, but you got the tips from just having a hotspot in your car, and you have access even when you're, because I was in the boonies when I dropped somebody off. It was a 51-minute ride or something like that. Anyway, I dropped him off in the boonies, and I had no reception, and I forgot how I drove in because we were talking. So I had to, ask some people how to get out. Well, if you have a different network, especially T-Mobile, because T-Mobile's the best, period, right now. No joke, they're the best. Speed, coverage, everything, plans. I mean, they don't cap your data. I can't tell you how important that is. Earlier tonight, because I used my phone as a modem for my computer too, because let's face it, 12 megabits per second, I'm not going to pay an extra 60 bucks just to have a dedicated one in my home. I'm going to use my phone. So, this hotspot, man, I can't tell you how important that's going to be to drivers. You're paying, what, 35 bucks up front, and then you're paying, what, 40 to maybe 50 bucks for data usage. And that's it, right? So you're going to be making that back in just a couple days, just with the hotspot. And then after that, everything is green. I highly recommend this. Go to tmobile.com and check out their hotspots. They've got one that plugs into your car. And then look up the T-Mobile Sync app. Yeah, Sync app. So it's T-Mobile Sync Up. And download that app just to check it out. It'll register your car. It gives you your VIN number. It gives you everything inside that computer. It's sick. The only thing that they could do to make it better is have something to modify for performance. Basically, you take the type of engine, the make of the car, and you set it to where you're not you're not using as much fuel to oxygen. You can do that. I'm going to be doing it with my car. I'm just lazy. I should have ordered that USB to OBD2 a while ago, but T-Mobile, man, I'm switching. Like, my phone is Boost, but it's going bye-bye. In the next 2 to 3 days, whenever I got time, I'm going to drop into a T-Mobile store, and I'm going to switch everything over because they impress the hell out of me, and I've never seen any director. I've never seen an executive director before so excited about his company. I've never seen that. I've said this to everybody. Impressed the hell out of me. And that's why I listened to him, and that's what brokered this relationship. And this relationship is going to benefit you. I'm working for you. And I've got a bigger project than this T-Mobile thing. I've got something so much bigger for you. But I have to reach out to Uber and Lyft, which is difficult to say the least. There's a lot of smiles, but not a lot of follow-up at all. And their call center, oh my gosh, I've never seen something so redundant before in my life. But it has the added benefit of you talking to somebody annoying that probably won't understand you the first time and will demand way too much information. So, the companies suck, but T-Mobile rocks, and we still make money from it. Companies can suck all they want, but as long as we make good money. Anyway, catch you guys next time, alright?